Hey folks, welcome back to another HP Gaming GameLINK video. Today we're going to be exploring something a little bit extra special for Christmas. We're going to be donning our evil personas. We're going to be hatching all sorts of dastardly deeds and getting into the thick of it, getting amongst it as we unbox Perfectly Wretched, the Villainous expansion. Hey folks, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt and welcome back, as I said, to another HP GameLINK video. Today we're going to be unboxing, as I mentioned, the Villainous expansion, Perfectly Wretched, which is pretty hard to come by at the moment. This one we had to import from the US of A, which is no small task given the current crisis we are experiencing ourselves in. And again, it's Christmas, so we wanted to make sure we could give you something a little bit extra special this holiday season. That's why we thought we'd do a special unboxing of this one. Now, for those of you who don't know, Villainous is, quite frankly, one of those amazing games that feels like several games of solitaire going on at once, with the added ability of take that action, which I love. The ability to play cards against your opponent from their own individual fate deck is great. We've recently unboxed the Marvel Villainous Infinite Power version of this game as well. This one here is a standalone. You can have this just on its own. It contains 3 different villains and their decks and corresponding movers and everything else as well. But they are compatible with every other Disney Villainous product that's out there. So at the moment, there's the Villainous Worst Takes It All, Villainous Evil Comes Prepared, and then Villainous Wicked to the Core, and then of course now this one, Perfectly Wretched, which includes 3 new villains, which we're very excited about because we wondered why one of them in particular wasn't included in the core box. But enough about that. Now, as with Marvel Villainous, before we get into this one, I will just note that I have actually removed the plastic seal. This one doesn't come in shrink. I've removed the plastic stickers seal because sometimes they can be a little bit finicky, and I didn't want to do that on the video because then the video would be 25 minutes longer than it needs to be. But let's get in close. We'll have a look and see what's in the box. All right, so here we are. Let's get into it. Hopefully we are up high enough. If I pop that there, look at this box. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, you may not be able to tell the detail. Once again, they've got the foil on this one as well, along with the gold here. The Marvel one we've just unboxed recently has a nice purple tint as well, which is fantastic. And of course, there she is, Cruella de Vil on the front of the box, Perfectly Wretched. I think that sums her up. Even that's got a foil as well, and I believe... no, that one's not foiled. That's okay, that's fine. Look, absolutely gorgeous box. The back of the box it talks about all the details of all the other heroes that are in there, how to play a standalone game or can be mixed in. But look, I've talked long enough. Let's get into it and see what the components are like. A nice easy box opening there. I'm going to move that to the side. Now we've got a few extra bits and pieces here. I'm just going to try and keep that in line. We've got here the instruction manual. Now the instruction books don't need to be this detailed, but I think they've gone into extra production on them just to make sure they really pop. The fact that you've got details on the different villain guides, all the different components, because some of the components for these villains are different from the main game villains. They're all unique in their own way, and I think the fact that they've gone into detail for all the different things, including a bit of a frequently asked questions section at the back, just really shows they care about the players that are playing their games, which is fantastic. Now, I did keep the trusty pocket knife in play just in case. We just want to make sure that we can get into it because some things don't come shrinked, but in this case they have. So let's have a look here and see if we can pop this bad boy open. Now, you may have already had a look and guessed at the different villains that are in this box. Those that are a bit more astute, who've done your research, may already know. Obviously, we have the one, the only Cruella de Vil. I'll get even, just wait, you'll be sorry. Now, what I love about these ones is I still love the way they open here. The Marvel ones open in the middle. They go all the way to the edge, which I think is interesting. You've got Cruella de Vil. Oh, upside down. Mother Gothel from Tangled. And then, of course, you have Bad Pete in glorious black and white as well. I'm going to knock you right into next week. 4 selected goals, etc. So there's lots of different components here. Now, if I look at the player board, we've got all the bells and whistles: the Radcliffe House, Countryside, the Milk Farm, and Hell Hall. That looks a bit crazy, a bit bonkers. Start your turn with at least 99 captured puppies. Look at her. She looks so innocent. Not at all. We'll go through Mother Gothel's now. We've got here her objective is to start her turn with at least 10 trust. So if you trust Mother Knows Best, you might end up in deep strife there. You've got Rapunzel's Tower, Snuggly Duckling, the Forest, and Corona, the city itself. I'm just looking to see if there's any different actions on the board, because sometimes, I didn't look at that with Cruella de Vil's one, sometimes there's different actions depending on the different boards. I know the Queen from Snow White has a brew potion action, which is a little bit different. And then we've got Mr. Bad Pete, complete 4 selected goals to win the game. They must all be card driven, but I do love the black and white of this board. Is just awesome. Frontier Town, Service Station, the airport, and Podunk Landing, which is where Steamboat Willie, I think, is involved with as well. That's awesome. Love your work, Bad Pete. All right, so we've got here, we'll go through the movers and things a bit later on. I've actually been able to throw some plastic on the floor. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that, but there you go. Then we've got here a tile for Mother Gothel, as opposed to a hero card. The end of Mother's turn, remove Rapunzel 1 location to a Corona. If Rapunzel's already at Corona, Mother Gothel loses 1 trust. Oh, interesting. So she's never actually defeated. She's always on the board. That's interesting, which means she's always going to be covering up a couple of those spots. Those of you that are Villainous veterans, that's cool. Cruella's Villain Guide. Now, this is something else that's great. Each player, so if you're playing with a brand new set of players who's never heard of Villainous, never played before, they can go through these guides, understand the game, understand the special tokens, and ultimately figure out how to beat you. I mean, I am ashamed. Well, I'm not ashamed. I'm actually proud to say that Charlotte, who is 6, has beaten me at Villainous on more than one occasion, because she just has a good understanding of how to play. Now, we are shooting in high definition, so if you do want to have a look at this in more detail, you can just pause the vid and you will be able to read everything that's on there. Controlling Rapunzel, for example, special setup, the trust aspect, how to gain trust, etc. You need 10 to win, which is cool. You saw Cruella's one with the puppies, which was great as well. It's interesting because the tokens have different values on them. And then we've got Pete. Look at him, he's a nasty man. The artwork, already fantastic. We love it. And then you've got complete the 4 selected goals. So special tokens, you have to label tokens face down, mix them up so you don't know which goal is on which location. Power play, rule the realm, win big, gain at least 4 power from play a game at this location. So you've got to be a gambling man, strike it rich, round up, and then extra actions on the cards become available once you defeat the goals, which is very cool because it means you can do more stuff on your turns. And you've just got a couple of reference guides there as to what the different actions mean. I like on the back of these as well, it's also got different objectives for each of the different villains. So at least then you can understand how close someone else is to achieving their goal, which is very, very cool. Gonna put that there. Let's have a look and see what else we've got. We'll go through tokens first. We'll come back to the cards in a bit. More plastics. This is good. The baggies are good. They'll be able to hold all the tokens, other bits and pieces. Pre-punched tokens, that's okay. We don't mind. So the power tokens are just standard power tokens. They're pretty straightforward, same as the other games. Nice quantity, make a good noise. And then you've got these little power puppy tokens for Cruella de Vil, which have the same sort of gold design as they do on the backs of the cards, which is cool. Again, quite thin, but on the back they've got different amounts of puppies. You've got to have at least 99. So there's 22 on this one. And then here on this one, we've got Hell Hall has 11 at it. So different tokens obviously denote different puppy values as you collect. That's your fate token. So if you play a game with 5 to 6 players, if you have this, you cannot be fated until someone else is. And then you've got Pete's goal tokens as well. So they all have this little goal money icon on the back, again in that black and white, which is awesome. Win big, which we saw before. Then you've got here Roundup, start your turn with allies totaling 10 or more strength at that one location. Wow. Power play, spend at least 6 power in one turn while Pete is at this location. I think there's 5 total. What do we got here? Strike it rich, start your turn with at least 3 items at this location. And then we've got here, rule the realm, start your turn with more allies than heroes at each location on your board. Cool. Yeah, a bit of crazy fun there for Pete. It could actually prove to be quite difficult, actually. Let's go through Pete's deck. Let's see if we've got the pull tags on here. Yes, we do. That is fantastic. More plastic to go on the floor. Charlotte would be proud. Okay, so let's go through the actual deck first. There he is. There's the artwork on the back. Steamboat Willie at the bottom. Propellers. So good. So good. And then you've got all black and white artwork as well, Airstrike. Again, you can pause the video if you want to have a look at these in more detail. I'm going to flick through these quickly. Bandit. Play a game. That's one of the cards you need for goals. Another Bandit. It's interesting. Usually they're all together and you have to shuffle quite a bit to mix it all up. But it looks like they've been just sort of thrown together. There's Bandit again. I guess this way it means it's ready to play out of the box, which is great. Condition. Jalopy gets you an extra play action. Another player game. Another Mischief. Horse. It's an ally. Parrot. So the allies are all look like they're pretty cheap to play at 2 and 1 power. So maybe you can amass allies quite considerably. Cricket is an ally. Can move a cricket to that hero's location. That's cool. Outrage. Oh, blowing his top there, Pete. Stolen cargo. Horse again, Bandit again. There he is, Sneaky Pete. Look at him plodding away. And these are all obviously artist renders and impressions from actual cartoons and films, which is awesome. Bank Loot, Sneaky Pete again, Play Game, Bandit, and then Steamboat Willie can only be played to Podunk Landing. This location gains a move action. And there's Sneaky Pete again. Very cool indeed. And then we've got the Fate version of the same. So it's interesting, the monochromatic black and white palette for Pete is pretty darn awesome. Oh, Pluto, there he is. Okay, and then you've got Outlawed, Clarabelle, Horace Horsecollar. You can hide, discard a Bandit from Pete's realm. Look at them all hiding there, look at the eyes, it's cool. Donald Duck is there. Knocked Silly. So these are all the classic interpretations of these characters as well. There he is, Mickey Mouse. Pete cannot complete goals while Mickey is in the realm. Ouch. Outlawed again. Oswald, the lucky rabbit. Knocked Silly. Minnie. Look at her. Oh, she's getting money from the cashier. Tired. Pete loses half his power, rounded down, and then Goofy out there as well. Very cool indeed. Going to put those just up over there for now. Let's see, we'll go into not Flynn Rider, Rapunzel, or Mother Gothel, I should say, if I can find the tag. Now, those of you who've played the Villainous games or some iteration of, we'd love to know which is your favourite villain. If you've played Marvel as well, obviously they're all owned by Disney, so I guess, you know, it's all part and parcel. Have you got a favourite villain? Is there a favourite move you like to pull on your opponents? Is there a particular Fate card in a Fate deck that you like to play just to cause trouble? Let us know in the comments or hit us up on our website. We'll be able to have a bit of a chat about that because we really kind of love this game. Look at that. There's the lanterns there, obviously the tower in the middle, and the cloak for Mother Gothel. I love the way they incorporate the elements. It's fantastic. And obviously the crown at the bottom too, which is great. All right, Mother Gothel's cards. Misdirection. Now I'm the bad guy. Look at, she's pretty, she means business. I wouldn't want to come across her in a dark alley. Lose trust, revenge, perform a vanquish action. There you go. Royal Guard, duplicity. Ouch. Royal Guard again mixed up, ready to go. Let down your hair. Egomania. Yeah, we all know about the knife, don't we? Yeah. +2. Egomania again. Royal Rider. I love you the most. Look at that. False sense of security there. Let down your hair again. Sideburn Stabbington. Patchy Stabbington. What once was mine. Choose a card from your discard pile, put it in your hand. Great way to get cards back. Duplicity. The Crown itself. Again, I love you most. Royal Guard. Misdirection again. Another Royal Guard. Yeah, there's a few ways to bring things. There it is. Mother knows best. At the end of this turn, do not move Rapunzel. Still love the artwork. She means business. Hairbrush. When Hairbrush is played or moved to Rapunzel's location, you gain 1 trust. Lots of ways to bring cards back to make sure that trust is made. And this is the Fate version of the deck as well there, which of course stands out for Mother Gothel. And we have, there he is, the Smoldering Man himself, Flynn Rider. Oh, when he's played, he loses 2 trust. Gosh. Ulf. The Mime Guy was awesome. There he is, Shorty. Aging. Ouch. Everyone has a dream. A hook hand. Aging again. A queen and king, I should say. Maximus. Means business. Where are the fry pans? Where's the fry pan item? There he is, Pascal. Floating lights. Oh, there it is. There it is. When frying pan is played, attach it to a hero. That hero gets +1 strength. Oh, what a great card. You've got to include it. It has to be there. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, let's see. Let's get the last one, the one we've all come to see, and then we'll get into the movers themselves. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when Villainous was really first released towards the end of last year, we unboxed it and then started really getting into it just before Christmas last year. And we had an amazing time. We actually took it away with us and the 2 expansions at the time away with us. And we played, I think we stayed indoors. Went somewhere nice and warm, stayed indoors and played I don't know how many games of Villainous. It was awesome. Look, there's the wig there. Look at that. All the puppies and the car chasing them. That's just crazy time. All right, Cruella, tell us your story. I live for furs. Yeah, that's about right. That devil woman. I think we all remember that presence in the film. Devil woman again. Fireplace poker. Ouch. 15 puppies stolen. The card is cruel. We like it. The Roadster. Nasty business with that car. Here, puppies. Come here, puppy. Choose a puppy token from the supply and add it to the location specified. Devilish. Gosh, creepy, creepy woman. Do whatever it takes. Devilish again. Bought and paid for. Get the job done. More here, puppies. Jasper, yeah. Horace. The devil, take it. Telephone. Allows an extra activation action. More cruel. Idiots. That's about right too. Get the job done. Poker again. I live for furs. Flashlight. Another activation action. And you get to find some more puppies as well, whatever it takes. I live for furs. Spotted. Get it? Because they're Dalmatians with spots. Reveal up to 2 puppy tokens in the supply. Oh, so you know exactly which ones you're going for, whether you need to find something that's got the big 22 on it or more. Very, very cool. And the Fate version of Cruella as well there. Very cool. We've got Flew the Coop. Choose 1 captured puppy token and return it face up to the supply. At least you know which one it's going to be. Labradors. Twilight Bark. Anita and Roger. Nanny. Flew the Coop again. The Captain. Another Twilight Bark. Reckless Driving. That's about right. Perdita. There you go. Sergeant Tibbs. There he is. He means business. Another Reckless Driving. Pongo. Good job, Pongo. Labradors, and they're all making themselves black labs. That's cool. And then there's the Colonel. Yay. Good job, Colonel. Good job. All right, and that is all those. Now, the only other thing we've got is these wonderful movers. Now, it's interesting because the black and white monochromatic Bad Pete is actual Pete, I should say, is actually not a monochromatic thing. He's solely black. Let's get up close here. Look at that. You got the overalls there, which is cool. It looks like there's a bit of a resin spill on this one, so I don't know whether that's meant to be like that. I don't think it is. I think it's meant to be a solid pour, but obviously there was a bit of an issue there. And we've got here the back of the overalls there, the pipe hat as well, and his ears. Still quite bulky, quite a presence. That is for sure. And then we've got here, we've got Mother Gothel. Now that's cool because you've got the robe / gown there. The flower, which obviously is the flower of Corona that gives her all the extra abilities. Look at that. That's a lot more detailed. I don't think the resin pour on these has been as great. Like there's a bit of a bubble in that one as well there, but that's okay. Still looks great, and it's going to look great on the table as well. And of course, the one we all came here to see is, of course, if I can get it out, Cruella de Vil. There she is. It's so cool. The black and white is awesome. She means business. Nice big robe, the coat, and then you've got the big flap of the coat plus just the hair on top on its own. That's so cool. Check that out. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. Someone's had a bit of fun designing these, I would imagine. So cool. All right, well, that's pretty much all that is in the box. Let's come out. We'll talk about some final thoughts, and we'll see where we're going next as we head closer to Christmas. So there you have it, the unboxing of the the Disney Villainous Perfectly Wretched expansion with our 3 villains, Mother Gothel, Bad Pete, and of course Cruella de Vil. It's fantastic. Components are really lovely, really great production, great game by Prospero Hall and of course Ravensburger, who have produced this bad boy. Looking forward to seeing what happens as they move further along in their line, as this is a line. Hopefully there's going to be some more expansions coming up. What villains would you love to see that aren't included in the Villainous lineup so far? Now that Marvel Villainous has hit our table as well, what Marvel villains would you like to see get some representation? I know I, for one, would love Red Skull getting a bit of love. In terms of Disney villains, I'm trying to think off the top of my head some Disney villains that would benefit from a villainous treatment. There's probably a few. Look, I'll leave it up to you guys. By all means, pop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much to all of our Patreon subscribers. We really appreciate your support. You'll be seeing this before anybody else. Thank you very much. If you want to get on board and get some exclusive rewards, you can jump onto the address on your screen, www.patreon.com/hbgamingau. Join up, get some rewards, especially if you're in Australia, and also get it free express shipping on all your orders from our store at hbgaming.com.au. Otherwise, folks, if you have any questions, you can always hit us up at orders@hbgaming.com.au, and we'll be back with some more amazing Christmas content in the not too distant future, along with our 12 gifts of Christmas. And we've also got our special last minute Christmas shop as well. So check out that on our Facebook page. If you have any other questions, folks, as I said, reach out, play more games, enjoy, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you back at the table very, very soon. Bye for now.